We had an incredible weekend of racing last week, so I'm very much looking forward to what is happening in the world of motorsport this weekend. Hey folks, and welcome back to Race Plaza Media. My name is Pia, and as per usual on Thursdays, we let you know what you can watch and where you can watch it. And today I will list you the top 10 racing events that I would recommend to you for this weekend. First off, we have the Great American Race. NASCAR is, of course, back again this weekend. We're actually going into the 29th round of the NASCAR Cup Series. They will be racing at the Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend alongside the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which is in their 27th round. Both of them you'll be able to watch on CW. Number 2, since we don't have the guys from F1 racing this weekend, since they're taking a weekend off before they're heading to Baku, I do want to recommend some single-seater open-wheel racing of their junior league. So we have 2 different F4 championships competing this weekend, and the great thing about those is that you can watch those for free on YouTube, and they're much shorter, so they're about like 20 to 30-minute races, so you don't have to commit to a full 2-hour sit-down. And like I said, since it's on YouTube, you can watch it anywhere on the road. So first of all, we have the F4 Chinese Championship competing, as well as the F4 French Championship. So you have those 2 options. And what I love about those 2, you can always peek in now, and then maybe in a couple of years, we will see some of those competitors either in F3, F2, or maybe one day in Formula One. Number 3. We have some action for you this weekend at the Red Bull Ring. We have the Deutschen Tourenmaster, so DTM is competing this weekend for the penultimate round alongside the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So those 2 I highly recommend, also because they're for free for you to watch on YouTube. Next up, number 4, we have the guys from MotoGP back again. Unfortunately, this weekend, Marc Marquez won't have his match point to potentially win the overall rider championship this weekend. He will have to wait for Suzuka. But last weekend, if you've not seen the races at Barcelona Catalunya, were so fun. Congratulations to his younger brother Alex Marquez for taking his first Grand Prix win this season. But I'm expecting a lot of fun this weekend as well. They will be racing in Misano in Italy. So we have, of course, a lot of Italian riders on the grid. So we'll see if any of them maybe can take a home win. And as per usual for MotoGP, we also have Moto2, Moto3, and Moto E competing this weekend. And all of their races you'll be able to watch on the MotoGP Video Pass. Next up, number 5, we have the Super Motocross World Championship going into their second round of the playoffs. They'll be competing this weekend at the Dome at the Americas Center, and you'll be able to watch that on Peacock, Sirius XM. You'll be able to listen to it, and also in Spanish on Telemundo Deportes. So you have a couple of options to watch the guys compete there. After this, we only have one more round to finish off the season, so you definitely want to tune into some action there. Next up, for number 6, let's take it outside on 4 wheels. Let's go off the track. Let's talk about some World Rally Championship. They're going out this weekend for their 11th round out of 14. They'll be racing at the Rally Chile Bio Bio, and you'll be able to watch that on Rally TV. And number 7, let's stay outside. How about some Baja 400 as part of the Score World Desert Championship? They will be competing this weekend in Ensenada. And the great thing about this one is you'll be able to watch that for free on YouTube. Moving on to number 8, one of my brother's new favorites. If you've not seen this type of racing, I highly recommend it because it is kind of bonkers. And I'm talking about the European Truck Racing Championship. The great thing about this one is, again, it's for you for free to watch on YouTube. They will be competing at Zolder this weekend. And it is a fun race because they do have their elbows out. They do get quite in there with each other. But it's also just a juxtaposition of seeing those big trucks competing is funny, but also incredibly interesting. And number 9, I have the Drift Masters European Championship for you that I would like to recommend. Drift Masters are incredibly fun. This weekend, they'll be competing in Poland at the PGE Narodowy track. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I tried my best. But you'll be able to watch that on Red Bull TV. And I mean, my brother and I experienced some Formula Drift in person when we went to Long Beach Grand Prix this year. And it's so, so much fun. It's also the skill that you have to have, how precise you have to be. I think it's incredibly impressive. So definitely tune in for that. And then last but not least, I have something different for you. In number 10 today, I have the Goodwood Revival Festival at the Goodwood Motor Circuit for you this weekend. The great thing about this is you'll be able to watch it on YouTube for free. And this one is all about the 50s and 60s. So you'll be seeing lots of old cars, old fashioned. Typically, you can see lots of previous Formula One drivers or other race car drivers on the track racing those older vehicles. It's to celebrate the excellent craftsmanship on those cars and just to keep up the history of those vehicles and just racing in general. So definitely tune in for that. It's always a little bit of a different type of spectacle. So I highly recommend that for you. All right, there you have it, folks. I named you the top 10 racing events that I would recommend for you this weekend. Personally, I will definitely be watching MotoGP. I know my brother will for sure be watching the European Truck Championship. I will also most likely be watching the Super Motocross World Championships just because we are in the penultimate round. So I don't want to miss on some of the last action of the year that I get to see from them. And I think that's probably it for me for this week. No, let's be honest, I'll probably check into the Goodwood Revival as well, just because it's a little bit calming to have that on and just enjoy some of the beautiful old race cars. But please let me know in the comments what you will be watching this weekend. Maybe I even didn't list something that you are planning on tuning into. So do let me know, because I might rearrange some things in the future if I know that there's some type of racing out there that I'm completely overlooking. So please let me know. And then as per usual, we'll be back early next week on Spotify as well as on YouTube with our race weekend recaps and to tell you all about motorsport news or anything else that we want to chat about in terms of motorsport. So tune in for that. Thank you so much for being here today. Remember to give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.